Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. We are, what you can see looks a little different than what we normally hunting in. We come up here to North Georgia to get on some of these mountain deer, which I'm not all that familiar with it, but I did find an area that I like. Once we get up in there, I'll turn you on and kind of explain to what I've seen and stuff like that. But it's a little washout in between these two mountains here that I guess you call it like a little valley or whatever. But it once I got up here about 300-400 yards, there was a bunch of acorns on the ground and a really good trail running down the side. You know, the trail was like side hill on the mountain. Well, I tell you what, this old flatlander here sure is getting his butt kicked by these hills. Man, you can see we're climbing some pretty good hills here. Back over this little hill right there, over that rise. When I come out here earlier, I went to walk up that hill and I jumped up a bed of deer in there, so I backed back out. That little gully runs down and goes downhill right there in that little valley, and it's washed out pretty good. That edge right there is where the acorns was at, just on that edge. So I come up here. I know the camera ain't gonna do it no justice, but there's like a bench at the top of this hill. So we got bedding right there, food right there, and there's food. I've done seen all kind of acorns out here, and that trail comes up out of that gully and comes into here. And once it gets into this, I can't really tell where it goes, because it gets to more of a flat ground. But what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna climb this tree right here. Alright, I'm set up. You can see it's more of a bench. Now that I kinda did a little bit more walking after I last talked to the camera. And then there's a big hill in front of me, a small hill behind me. You know, and there's like a little bench right here, and it drops off there, and it drops off behind the camera, you know. So I know I'm probably gonna freeze my butt off when it starts getting dark, because that wind's blowing pretty good. And all I brought was my little hoodie, and I got a little thin jacket. But it'd be hot. At least I won't be up here sweating. Like I said, I'm gonna get quiet. I've already spooked one deer out of here earlier today when I walked up here to check this place out. And if I did this kind of hunting a little more, I'd have never come up here and pre-scouted. And I do that, which it confirmed what I come up here to look for. And then I should start trusting my instincts, but I've never hunted up here before. I've hunted in hill country, but I've never hunted in the mountains, so I don't really, it's my first time. I said it yesterday, in yesterday's stand, that I've gotta quit second guessing myself. I got halfway up this mountain washout, little valley piece, and I said, this is not the one I climbed up yesterday. And I said, well, Let me get to the top and make sure. And I hit all the way up. I was like, man, this don't look the same. This can't be it. So I pulled out the map and started looking at it. It looked the same. We parked close to the same spot. I mean, it looked like the same spot we parked this morning. It was dark. And then Andy, we both agreed, we both said, alright, well, this has got to be it. So after about halfway up the mountain, when I started second guessing that I was on the right spot, I should have went down. Then once I got close to the top, I was like, yeah, this is not it. I know for sure this ain't it. And after I looked at the map, I realized I'm one mountain over. This is where I messed up at. So I just finished climbing here and then walk over, and side hill this mountain and go over there. Well, you can see how daylight it is now. I'm finding some good signs, but this is not where I wanted to be at. So I'm just, at this point, and I'm walking slow. I'm hunting, pretty much. Once it done got too late in the morning, I said, well, I'm just going to start taking my time. We're easing out here through these daggone mountains again. We came to a different management area. After the hours of trying to find the sign-in box and everything, we finally got everything figured out. But we ain't got a whole lot of time. So I'm just gonna do some, gonna ease around, sneak around, try to find somewhere to hunt for in the morning. Okay, so now I don't know enough about the place to just walk in here and set up. So I just got set up here on this. I'm on this little finger that comes down. The lake's right there behind the camera. My wind's blowing down to the water, and I'm hoping it's sucking it out across the water, but I'm not exactly sure what the wind's doing when it gets down there. But you can see behind me, and the ridge is right here. I'm down about halfway down the ridge, and then the finger goes out to the lake there, but I got a big ridge out in front of me that wraps all the way around me. So I don't know, like I said, I'm just gonna hang out here. I did pass somebody on the ridge behind me, not this one I'm on, but the next ridge over. That's why I come down so far. That way if he sees something, he don't shoot back towards me. Or he don't hit me. But I said, I can see this ridge on the other side fairly good. There's spots that I can see. But I can see back over it this way a lot better, back to my left. here, my legs, my pants and everything got wet from all the brush. So, ooh, it's a little cold. I think it was 36 this morning. I didn't turn the camera on. What you can see is still kind of hazy. When I first got out here, sounds like Andy just shot. But I didn't turn the camera on when we first got out here because it was really foggy. It's just now starting to lift up a little bit. With Andy shooting, that makes me feel better about this morning. Didn't know they was gonna be moving early morning or they'd be waiting till later. I don't know how long I'm gonna sit. So I may get down and pack everything up. I'm on this big oxbow that goes out, and it probably goes another half a mile, but it's not real wide. I don't know, it might not be a half a mile, it's a couple 100 yards. I mean, it's a long ways that way, but I may get out here and make a loop around. And he just shot again. It's crazy how just about this is twice it's happened this year. When I'm talking, people I'm hunting with start shooting. I was walking down the edge of this hill right here, on this, about halfway up this ridge, and I looked across. There was a deer running down along the bottom of this hill across from me here. You know, and it was trotting along pretty good. So I just sat down and got ready. I mean, I'm sure everybody understands when you're doing this stuff by yourself, especially like right now, I ain't even got my tripod. You can see how foggy it is out here. But it kept running. It was trotting. And he stopped right there. It looked like it was a little spike. But I've been hunting hard here. And I told myself this morning, I don't care what it is. It's browning us down this morning because this was going to be the last morning we could hunt this specific management area. And then I was getting out of here. See, my goal is I want to try to shoot a deer. It ain't got to be buck, whatever. My goal is to shoot a deer in every wildlife management area in Georgia. And I think I'm up to like 10 or 11 now. You know, and it's not always been my goal, but you know, because I used to hunt the same places over and over, but I just been branching out here lately, wanting to get to different places. But let me get over here. I'm gonna have to climb up over this hill and then get on the hill over there and come back around there to it. We'll get you turned on when we get back over there. I said it looked like it was a tall spike. Probably had 8-inch spikes on it, but oh well. One notch off of my goal. There he is, y'all. What in the... little spike that's got one countable point, so he's a 3 point. I said climbing all these hills and these mountains these past 3 or 4 days and not seeing nothing, you know, and trying to figure this stuff out. That right there was just a blessing from the Lord. You know, and I said my goal, I just want to kill a deer on every management area in Georgia if I can. You know, and that's what I'm trying to do. Just something I want to do. I wish I could have got it on film, which, you know, it happens so daggone quick. You don't really. That was another goal of mine for this year, was to try to do better at getting it on film, which I have. I'm getting better, but I said, just what's led up to today, I just said the heck with it, and I set the camera down and shot him, you know, and I didn't, you know, because he was trotting across there. I didn't, what's this hill where he's at, this section he's at, it don't go much further that way before went over the hill, and I never seen him another 30 yards. So I just said screw it. I put the camera down, and I didn't have my tripod or nothing with me. Like I said, I just climbed straight down from where I was sitting at in the stand, packed everything up, and started walking. But we're gonna get back up to the truck. I got my new pack and everything. We're gonna try to use the pack to get him out of here. I'm gonna quarter him up out here and haul everything back out of here with the pack. So once we get all that situated, I'll get you turned back on. I am gonna hunt my way back out of here, so I'm not necessarily going to go straight back to the truck. I'm gonna hunt my way back out, you know, because I'm a pretty good ways away from where I was hunting at, so I need to cross these hills here and then walk down and then cut back in. So we'll either cut you back on when we see something else, or once I get back up the truck and talk to Andy, because he shot at a nice buck this morning. We had to see. He said it was doing the same thing, running, so he said he didn't know if he got a good shot on it. So we're gonna ease out of here, make our way back up the truck. I'll get you turned back on when we get the truck. Alright folks, we got him all skinned up. Wanted to show you why I bought the bag I bought. You know, and it's gonna make carrying this stuff out a lot easier, especially up here. The pack itself comes off, and then it's got this little flap right here. You know, and then we just put all the meat in the bags, set it in that little sack, strap it down, throw it on your back and haul it out. We got about another, we say ain't about a mile walk. It's at least a mile back to the truck. It may be a little further, a little closer, but we ain't decided where we're gonna go this afternoon, but as soon as we get ready to get back out in the woods, I get you cut back on. This is the last hunt on this management area, and we're moving on to the next one. I don't care if Andy wants to stay or not, we're leaving. It's time to go to the next one. It's starting to get where I can't even see down in the bottom down there, so I'm gonna get my stuff packed up and start easing out of here. Maybe once I get to the bottom, maybe I can see a little bit better, but right now I can't even see the ground down there, so. But until next time, we'll catch y'all in the next video.